Hello, my name is Reyes Mufandunge, and I welcome you to this presentation. This presentation is about management, and we discuss together the meaning of management and the five functions of management, and then we will look at the three management styles, and we'll be analyzing um, the functions of management using some examples, and we look together some of the scenarios about the three um, management styles. I welcome back to this presentation, and I hope that we're going to enjoy together analyzing and understanding the meaning of management. So let's get started. Different researchers say that management is all about how to get activities, to get things done through people and through resources. So you understand that in order to get things done, there need to be some people to do that specific job, and also in order for that person to do that kind of job, he or she needs some kind of resources in order to help him accomplish what he wants to accomplish, and that is called management. Let's go back to the five functions of management. The first function of management is planning. Planning is all about forecasting for the future in order to achieve a specific goal. For example, it is all about how a company set goals and objectives to achieve in the future. Let's say that there is a business that wants to open a new branch in a certain place. So they need to focus on, for example, market researches, and they need to have a timeline in order to achieve what they want to achieve. It is more about planning and having some sub goals which um, need to be used through in order to get to a specific objective. Mm, the second function of management is called organizing. Organizing is another set of management which deals with different departments of an organization. For example, if in a company there is finance department, and there is human resource department, um, asset management, asset management department, like, and maybe logistic department, why not, and the procurement department. An organization has to have different sub departments of an organization with different and specific skills that they have, which help them work together for that planned objective. Organizing is important in the company because a company or a business has to use different departments with different skills in order to work for the common goal. The third function of management is called leading. Leading is all about using influence and focusing on um, leadership skills like influencing and persuading employees, reminding them what to do in order to achieve a specific goal. Um, in all businesses, in every way, there need to be a leader, someone who is ahead, who is on the top, and who really persuade others, who really influence others, so that the company, the business, anything can keep moving forward. Um, Let's go to the fourth function of management. The fourth function of management is staffing. Staffing is all about how a company or a business, especially in human resource department, arranges how to, to employ new employees, to select who is the right person for the right position. Um, when is the company needing some trainings, and it is more about how a company prepare for the trainings and for the different skills for the employees. So staffing also is important because it deals with how a company or an organization has to plan some trainings for the employees so that they have to really um, remember what the company really wants to achieve. Um, the last function of management in this presentation is controlling. Controlling is another important function of managers because it um, requires them to keep track of what is if what is really being done is in line with the organization's goal. So controlling is very important because it involves about not necessarily controlling the behaviors, but controlling if what is being done is in line with what the company has planned to achieve. So it involves about controlling how resources are used, controlling how employees are following laws, regulations, and policies of an organization, and so on. Mm, let's go to the three management styles, and we'll be analyzing them using weaknesses and strengths. So let's start with directing. Managers have to give directions, which is like giving instructions to the employees, reminding them what they have to do, why they have to do so, and when they have to do what they have to do. So this involves giving them the clear direction, showing employees the way to go through in order to achieve what is really needed for the organization. Um, uh, the weakness of directing is that some managers use some of their titles, their power to persuade and push so far the employees. And the best thing of directing is that it involves openness, and it involves clear definition and clear ways of and clear vision of where the company really wants to go, what needs to be done in the company, what is not, what is right in the company, what is wrong in the company, and it gives a clear vision of where the company really wants to go. Um, the the second management style is delegating, and delegating is all about assigning someone else some tasks or some responsibilities. This used to happen when like supervisors and bosses are giving tasks to their subordinates and their like their like their colleagues, but who are under their position. For example, if a human resource manager wants to hire new employees for the new position in the company, she will assign some tasks to the human resource coordinator. The human resource coordinator will arrange job descriptions and posting jobs online and sending some announcements on radio and on TVs, and the the human resource coordinator will arrange all the process of that we arrange those processes in order for the interview for a new employee to happen. So the act of delegating is comes from the upper position to the lower position. It means the bosses give assign some tasks to the subordinate in order to get some of the things done. The good thing or the positive or the strength of delegating is that it is very fast and it easier the works because um, in things can be done in a very short period of time. However, the weakness of delegating is sometimes it is risky because people can sometimes be assigned to to work on some of the things that they lack some of the skills, yeah, to work on that. So for example, if someone is assigned to do a specific task yet he doesn't have the matching skills, the matching experiences, it's gonna be hard for her or him to really um, do the right activity. The last management style is called discussion. Discussion is a very interesting key point in the organization, and it is much more about communicating, interacting, either verbally or non-verbally. It is more about interacting. It may be done through groups or personally, and it is an important key point in the management of an organization. So managers has to listen to understand how employees are feeling about the working environment and how the managers and the employees can work together to achieve certain goals. Discussions also is important because it allows the working environment to be open, to be free, and it's very interesting time because it allows a discussion on discussing allows employees and other members of the organization to sit down and understand each other, understand what's going on, what can be improved, and it's very important in the organization. So managers has to take this advantage of their management style so that they can listen, know, and understand what's really going on in the organization. So the strength of discussing is that managers get to know what is really needed in the organization, what's going on, and what's to be improved. However, the weakness of discussing is that sometimes people cannot be open, cannot really feel free to talk about what's going on in the organization. So one key scenario that I remember is that there's an organization that I know, and there was an asset manager who was asking the assistants to bring some shoes for the beneficiary of that organization. However, there was a limited space for storing those shoes, and then the assistant of the asset manager asked the manager to sit together and discuss about the issue of storing shoes, and they they sat together and they talked about the problem, and then they looked together what they can do. They find a common solution to the problem that was happening. So discussing is important, and it's the responsibilities of the managers to know how well to discuss with the employees. So this is the end of our presentation. I hope you enjoyed discussing with me about management and functions of management, and wish you a nice day.